We are Georgia and David. We recently quit our jobs to travel full-time with our 14-year-old Sheltie Poo. We have spent the last couple of weeks working our way to the southern U.S. border, with stops in New Orleans and San Antonio. Our next stop is Saltillo, Mexico. But first, we have to successfully cross the border. In this video, we will show you our experiences crossing into Mexico via the Colombia Solidarity Bridge.
So it is currently 10 after 7. We are in our Airbnb in San Antonio, and David is getting ready to load up the Jeep because we are crossing the border this morning. And as you can see, we have a ton of stuff that needs to fit in the Jeep. So David has quite the project ahead of him, and hopefully we'll be on the road in about 20-25 minutes. Well, surprisingly, everything is now in the Jeep.
All right, so this is the back seat, and here is the back fully loaded. And here's the other side. And as you can see, Meep has her little pod right here.
It is now 7:54. We got on the road at about 7:40, and it is about 2.5 hours to the Colombia Bridge crossing. We chose the Colombia Bridge crossing because we have read that it is a little bit less hectic and a little bit safer, and it is a little bit easier. We've never crossed the land border into Mexico before, so we're kind of unsure of the procedure. We read as much as we could online, and we're just hoping things go smoothly.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
We were successful. We now have our tip and we have our canje FMMs. When you cross the Colombia Solidarity Bridge, you do need to pay a toll, which is $3.50 US. If you get a canje FMM, apparently there is no charge for that, so you don't need anything for that.
We did get searched though.
We did. We went through, the thing went red, the alarms went off, but they searched kind of light because, as you saw earlier, the Jeep is kind of a Tetris vehicle at this point, and they realized that if they pulled out too many items, we were going to be there for a very long time. Getting the FMM and the tip are in the same office, and they are across from where you actually drive through, and they're like kind of behind the area where you get searched, so don't pull off. There's a little parking area that you can park your vehicle and walk in and get your FMM and your tip. For the tip, we needed the title. We needed a copy of David's driver's license front and back, a copy of his passport, and a copy of the FMM. They have a little store there that has a copy machine, so you can make a copy of the FMM while you're in there. And then they charge $455 to your credit card. $400 of that is a deposit that you get back when you drive the vehicle back into the United States. The whole process took us less than 30 minutes, so it was quite quick and quite successful. We were a little bit nervous for nothing.
Before crossing the border, make sure you have black and white copies of all the documents Georgia mentioned. This should ensure your crossing goes as smoothly as ours did. Even though our title has both of our names on it, the tip can only be in one person's name, so we put it in my name. Georgia can still drive the vehicle by herself, she just needs proof of our relationship. In our case, we didn't want to take turns going in, so we put Meep in her backpack and took her in with us. One of the I&M employees saw her and smiled, so we are assuming it was okay. Just something you should plan for if you are traveling with a small pet. We also recommend bringing at least 2,000 pesos for tolls, food, and any other immediate needs, as scrambling to find an ATM just over the border could be very stressful. If you have any questions or want to share your border crossing experience, please leave them in the comments below.